So I'm here at a United Methodist Church in Oak Cliff. This church actually has a pretty fond place in my heart because in my spare time, just a few years back, I used to come down here once a month on a Monday night on my day off. And I met with some of the poorest and most underpaid workers in all the Metroplex. And what I was doing is I was having these Bible studies about what God's Word says about fair wages and how to treat employees. And it was really awesome stuff. And I would come and I would teach. And this was just something I did and I loved doing. I met with a lot of labor leaders here, talked to some people with some pretty high positions about God and His heart for workers. We even one time had a press conference on Labor Day right in the main sanctuary of this church. But I was really sad several months ago when I passed this property and I see it's now all boarded up. It's no longer a vibrant, life-giving place in this community. The people, they're gone. The doors are padlocked. The windows all have wood covering all the entry places into the building. I think it makes me sad because I think not only is this a loss for the community, but you think about when the church leaves, kind of the heart of the community leaves with it. Now you might wonder what all this has to do with Christmas. Well, nothing in particular, but really everything. You see, we're in this last message from the Gospel of John, how John tells the Christmas story. And John doesn't tell us the Christmas story that includes a manger and Joseph and Mary or angelic choirs or wise men. John chooses to tell us the Christmas story theologically, how it begins, what's it really about. And he begins with the Old Testament. And he begins with a time when not the people of God left the temple, but when God Himself, the glory of God, departed. It's a really sad day. I hope that you'll listen to the message this weekend and get some of the heart of what John has to say. But please understand this, that really at the soul of Christmas, at the story behind the story, the reality behind the manger and a little baby being born there, is this is a story of God, His very presence, the glory of God returning not to a building like where I'm seated today, not to the temple, not to the tabernacle, but to a human body, to be present among us all so that God comes near. And because God comes near, that means that He's near you in your loneliness. God is near you in your brokenness. God is near you when you feel like you have been abandoned by everybody. God is near you all the time. God came near at Christmas time. God's story, the story of Christmas, is God coming back to His own. And the question is, will we receive Him or not?